Hello, and welcome to another presentation of 5-Minute Cybersecurity. I am Bill Osolinski, a certified information systems security professional with 30 years of experience. Today, I will be teaching you a method of simplified cyber risk management suitable for small organizations. Why is risk management important? Managing risk is important because it helps individuals and organizations protect their assets, investments, and reputation. Risk management involves identifying potential threats and vulnerabilities, assessing the likelihood and potential impact of those threats, and taking steps to reduce or mitigate the risks. By managing risks, individuals and organizations can make more informed decisions, avoid or reduce losses, and protect themselves from financial or legal liabilities. Effective risk management can also help prevent harm to people or the environment, maintain regulatory compliance, and maintain the trust of stakeholders and customers. Why not just buy insurance? Buying insurance is just one potential risk mitigation strategy, but it is not a substitute for a cyber risk analysis. Insurance policies typically have exclusions, deductibles, and limits, and may not cover all the costs associated with a cyber incident. Additionally, insurance does not prevent cyber incidents from occurring or address underlying vulnerabilities that may make an organization more susceptible to attacks. Types of cyber risk. Confidentiality. If the confidential information was about you or your company, there could be a loss of reputation or even competitive advantage. If the confidential information was about others, there would be a loss of reputation and possibly lawsuits or fines. Integrity. Misinformation will probably result in both financial loss and loss of reputation. Availability. Downtime will result in financial loss and possibly loss of reputation. How to identify cyber risk. Step 1. Inventory hardware and software IT assets. Step 2. Identify which government and industry standards you need to comply with, and understand what they entail so you can evaluate legal liability. Examples include HIPAA, GLBA, PCI, etc. You may want to get your legal counsel involved. Step 3. Build a table for each IT asset and document the confidentiality, integrity, and availability risks. Leave a column for notes to clarify your thinking. How to analyze risk. Rate your risks based on their likelihood and impact using the following: L equals low, M equals medium, H equals high. This should be reviewed by at least one manager and one technical person. Hardware generally does not have any confidentiality risk likelihood except for storage devices, which are treated like software. Software confidentiality risk likelihood is based on 3 factors: how much confidential information is there to protect, how accessible it is from the internet, and how well access is controlled and logged. Hardware generally does not have any integrity risk likelihood except for storage devices, which are treated like software. Software integrity risk likelihood is based on 3 factors: how much confidential information is there to protect, how accessible it is from the internet, and how well access is controlled and logged. Hardware availability risk likelihood is generally based on the age of the device, whether or not there is a redundant device, and the warranty status of the device. Software availability risk likelihood is generally based on how well it's supported by the vendor, the reliability of the host computer it's running on, and exposure to denial of service attacks when hosted in the cloud. Confidentiality risk impact is generally proportional to the number of confidential records exposed, and whether any laws have been broken. Integrity risk impact is generally proportional to the number of records affected, consequential damage caused by the misinformation, and ease of correction. Availability risk impact is generally proportional to the amount of revenue lost from business that could not be conducted. Ways to manage risk. Risks are managed by either acceptance, transference, or reduction, assuming avoidance is impossible. Based on these options, document your risk management plan. Acceptance means that you deal with problems as they occur. Transference means that you arrange for a third party to be responsible for the risk, such as purchasing insurance. Reduction means that you implement policies, procedures, and controls to minimize the likelihood of occurrence. This should be reviewed by at least one manager and one technical person. Recommended management plans. For low likelihood, low impact risk, the recommended management plan is acceptance. For a low likelihood, medium impact risk, the recommended management plan is acceptance. For a low likelihood, high impact risk, the recommended management plan is transference. For a medium likelihood, low impact risk, the recommended management plan is acceptance. For a medium likelihood, medium impact risk, the recommended management plan is reduction. For a medium likelihood, high impact risk, the recommended management plan is reduction and transference. For a high likelihood, low impact risk, the recommended management plan is acceptance. For a high likelihood, medium impact risk, the recommended management plan is reduction. For a high likelihood, high impact risk, the recommended management plan is reduction and transference. The identify, analyze, and manage process must be reevaluated annually because both technology and the threat landscape change rapidly. Thank you for your time.